Hi guys, welcome to this episode of the Comedy Defect podcast. This is episode 35. This is not, unfortunately, the episode with Athena Cobleno, because I was editing it the other day and I've noticed that the sound quality is not good enough to release. And I don't want to spoil it because it's a great interview, so I'm going to redo that interview with Athena. She's kindly offered to do the interview again, so I didn't want to release it and spoil your listening pleasure because it's a great episode with her. But we have an equally great act for this episode 35, and that is Danny Clives. I've met Danny at loads of gigs, and I see him once every couple of years, and he's such a lovely guy, a very funny act, and we always have a great time. You know, met him at the Fringe a few years ago, and I just keeps popping up. So I thought, this is a great guy to have on the show. I really enjoyed talking to him. It was great fun. He's been a runner-up for loads of competitions. He was a runner-up for the BBC Comedy Awards. He was a runner-up for the Leicester Square Theatre competition. He was a breakthrough act runner-up for the Birmingham Comedy Festival Award. He's been doing really great. He's a very funny guy, very self-deprecating, and a lovely chap as well. So I went to his place and we recorded this. Spent an hour and a bit chatting. It was great. Really good to catch up with him. You can follow this podcast on Twitter. We're there at The Comedy Defect. You can follow me at Winter Phonander. Of course, I'm hammering my Fringe show into shape, which I'll be previewing around the country. You can find the details of the previews on my website, which is winterphonander.com. Come see me live. Come help me with my show. I need the audience there to get some feedback. It's very important. Or come say hello, or come chat to me. We're on Patreon if you want to donate. We're there. Just go to Patreon, type in The Comedy Defect Podcast, and donate as little as £1, or a recurring payment. And those of you that can donate, well, you're just paying for the people that can't donate. And those of you that can't donate, that's okay. Just share your favourite episode, or just tell your friends about it, because it tells people where we are and what we're doing. I don't think there's much else going on in my life at the moment. Just trying to write the Fringe show, trying to get everything in order. Thinking of maybe doing some sketches. I just painted a green screen on the back of my comedy container, and I will be attacking that pretty soon. Just trying to get some inspiration at the moment, that's it. But, there's a few things to do. There's plenty of things to do, There's plenty of things to do. But this is a great episode with the wonderful, the very likeable, the very self-deprecating Mr. Danny Clives. Enjoy. Danny Clives, welcome to the Comedy Defect. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Are you all right?
I'm good, yeah. What have you been up to?
In my life?
Yeah, well, recently.
Made you a drink today,
it's
or
a very
you
good drink as well, actually. And I like the cup you gave me.
A great cup.
The cup you gave me is "Don't say I never lift a finger," and it's
the middle finger. I probably should have done better. You could have had the flowers. What I've been doing, I've been colouring this picture of Trump. Are we talking comedy, or are we talking the general?
Anything at all.
I'm trying to think of something really exciting to say. Sleeping.
No, don't even do that. Just go as boring as possible.
Go as boring as possible.
That's what my listeners want. They want the most banal. Because it makes everyone else feel better.
Cleaned out my ears.
Oh, how's that going?
I use free earbuds.
And how many times a year do you do that? Is it like...
How many times a year? How many times this year?
Oh, okay, wow. You have a real regime,
That really threw you then, didn't it?
You just blew my mind.
8 times a week. How many
8 times a week you clean your ears?
7 weeks so far.
I feel like a tramp now because I haven't cleaned my ears.
You've got to clean your ears. You can't hear. That's why.
So I've got listening.
It is all about listening. You can't even hear. You need to listen. That's why my ears are clean.
Yeah.
That's why when I get
good
people clap at me when I tell jokes, I can hear them.
Yeah.
From the ear wax that's been decreased.
What type of earbuds do you use? Is it Johnson & Johnson?
I assume, yeah. It could be Aldi Classic.
Oh, Aldi Classic.
14p for 2,000.
Which is like needles.
There's not really any bud on the end. It's
just a needle.
It's like stabbing yourself.
Yeah, but it's just a knife, isn't it? It's like a survival knife,
It's like trying to reset an iPhone. One of those really thin pins. This is unbelievable. What a strong start.
So yeah, well, that's what I want. That's what I expected.
That was a good, strong question.
Yeah, I thought.
I don't know the answer to that question. I was expecting something more. I don't know. Who are your favourite people in the world?
Okay, well,
I can't ask myself.
You've asked yourself the question, so okay, right?
I don't know the answer.
I'll do the questions.
I wish I'd known the answer to that question. That's probably I don't know the answer to that question. Bieber, I reckon at the minute. Bieber is good, isn't he?
Bieber's good. I'm not really a big fan. Are you a big
fan? I don't really like him,
Bieber?
But he's doing well, isn't he?
Is he?
He's everywhere.
Well, yeah, but that's just his hair, isn't it?
We're nowhere, where are we?
We're in the moment. We're in the West Midlands right now.
We're in the West Midlands.
We're in the Midlands. That's not wrong. That
there's nothing happening.
We're not at the bottom. We're not at the bottom. We're not at the top. We're just in the middle.
We're in the middle. Yeah, we're definitely not at the bottom.
The sweet middle spot.
If you went out in Dudley, that would be the bottom, wouldn't it? Really? Yeah. Well, I mean, in the bottom.
So we are in.
I feel like we've asked one question now, but actually gave you one answer, which was 12 minutes long. I've gone off onto other answers.
It's actually 11:24
hours into the podcast. That's how long it's been.
So we're in Dudley right now, right?
Yeah.
I used to live in Wolverhampton.
That's probably as bad.
I lived there for about 6 years. I lived in.
Okay, was it good?
Do you know where Randall Lines is? Do you know where the
Randall?
Asda, the big Rasda?
Rasda Lines.
Where's the
Asda? No.
You were next to Mully. Big Asda next to Mully.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I live right next to there. I used to live right next to there.
How was that for you?
It was.
Did you go to Planet?
The Planet in town.
The Planet.
The Planet. The
Broad Street?
comic shop.
The Rock Club.
Oh,
the dingy £5
yes.
you can drink.
Wasn't there a bed? Didn't they have beds in there for a bit as well? There was like you didn't have seats. You had a bed instead.
Maybe
you had beds as well, and I think there was you had Rico's as well. You went to Rico's?
No, Rico's.
We used to work in a place called Decadence, and also Casa. Do you remember Casa?
Mate, what's that? A nightclub?
No, it's like a nightclub.
Pizza shop.
It was sort of pizza shop by
pizza
shop
slash
by
nightclub. At the same time,
I'm gonna have the slice.
That'd be great.
Gonna cut up the dance floor.
No alcohol, just pizza.
Yeah, with one of those. You can only dance in like certain
triangles.
Yeah. That's it. That was it. It was. It was good. It was good. A lot of carbs for keeping the energy up.
Where's I've heard of Casa?
You know, on Queen Square.
I wish I'd done more knowledge on Wolverhampton.
Right. You know where Revolutions is in.
Yeah.
You have it on your left, and you walk up to the roundabout. And you take that left, and you go back towards all the bank bit. You know what I mean?
No, but
right, it's just there. I'm
going to find it out. I'll Google map it.
It was like a cheesy wine bar kind of thing. Oh, would you like a nice ice and a slice with that? Well, literally a slice of pizza.
How many days were you in that place?
Oh, quite a lot. Quite a few.
Over 1,000.
Just under, I think. Just
under.
But like in Wolverhampton, over 1,000, I'm sure. It's all right. People are really friendly, man.
It's good to be alive, really, anywhere.
This is true. This is very true. I mean, well, I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna retract.
I like the fact we have one question. This is beautiful.
It's not good.
We should never ask another question. Well, for the whole thing.
That might be really difficult
because there's no more questions.
We've put ourselves under a lot of pressure.
We're going to keep going on. We're going to end on the same question.
Like, how are you?
I was fine before.
Well, the pressure of the questions was.
This is great. We've got one question.
Yeah, that's good. This is the way I want it to go.
I feel like we get back on track. We're going to get back on track. Rein it in. What's question 2?
Question 2 is.
Have I been to Wolverhampton?
Yeah. Is that like which is better, Dudley or Wolverhampton? Well, you got a zoo here and everything.
Well, I'm in the middle, so this is not really classic Dudley, is it? This is a not nice area.
Are you separating?
This is in between.
Are you separating?
It's in between Dudley and Wolverhampton, so I've kind of
like to have a foot in both camps.
Yeah, I'm kind of safe.
This is a safe area.
Yeah,
in the outskirts.
I think if I was by Casa, I don't think I'd have made it this far.
Yeah, but
ice and sliced Hawaiian pizza.
I thought by Casa for a second was like some sort of description of someone who's got a foot in both. I feel like Wolverhampton and Dudley. I was like, by Casa.
By Casa, I mean, like
2 houses. 2 houses. That's.
I buy a bin. By Casa, behind the back of Casa. I wish I could work in a wine bar.
So what are you doing today?
I just sit here, really, waiting for you to arrive.
That's a really lonely existence because this is my first time I've been here.
I suppose this is the most serious conversation ever, isn't it? Yesterday, I got up and had some Cookie Crisp.
Yeah.
Then I had...
Oh, yeah, nice, good choice.
But I made sure I've started to not look at my phone when I wake up.
Okay.
Otherwise, you instantly go on it and then you're like, so this has happened. Then your mind goes to scrambled egg.
Okay.
So I'm not allowed, except for today.
Wait, so scrambled egg is scrambled egg? You're like
the brain.
Oh, sorry. I thought like your brain went. I'm gonna have some scrambled egg now.
Oh yeah, that is probably the first. That is probably the first thought after my brain's going to turn scrambled. Yeah.
You're like, I won't have Cookie Crisp. I'll have scrambled egg after looking at my phone. I'm like, oh no, actually no. Oh, there's a recipe for scrambled egg.
Yeah, I've googled scrambled egg.
Right.
My background on my phone scrambled egg. That's my first thought.
Change that screensaver.
I think it's the screensaver. The screensaver, the background, and my text noise. Is that possible? Maybe you can have scrambled egg as a text noise.
You need to like maybe just put a picture of Cookie Crisp if that's what you really want.
Cookie Crisp. I'm trying to not go on it, like wake up, because then you instantly go on the internet and your brain's fried. Mm-hmm. Fried egg. So I'm just doing puns now, not even trying. Brain's completely fried. That's the one and only pun I'm ever going to do. Yeah. So feel lucky that it's happening right now.
I feel blessed.
Feel blessed. I wish I had another egg pun, but I haven't got one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
Don't try it.
I'm not going to say it. I've already got one. I've already got it.
So you
soldier on. Absolute gold. Unbelievable. Let's end it now. End the podcast. Play the song. Bang. It's the over.
I thought we just dip in and out of that.
Dipping in and out. We need to... This is the peak. Gone from waking up to scrambled egg.
Well, now they call that topper. Would you call that a topper?
A topper. Yeah, I suppose I'm bred. I can't continue this.
Now we're toasting. We're toasting along.
We're toasting along. This is going to be very easy from now on. So I wake up. I go through all that. The idea of I do about 12 egg puns. Then I decide to.
That's hard.
I think the hardest. I think it's. Well, don't go on your phone. I've only done it one day. But if your phone's your alarm, then you have to go on it. So I need to buy an alarm clock.
Okay.
Basically, I'm just spending too much time on the internet, and I think it's not good for your brain. Because when you wake up, the first thing you do is the first thing you remember, isn't it? Really. Yeah. You don't want to wake up and see Donald Trump straight away.
No.
And then you're like,
and then you go.
Then your whole day is
draw pictures of him.
Then I've drawn it's pretty good actually. It's probably the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
I'm getting a bit better, I think.
So you're illustrator and a joke writer and what else?
I'm trying to do computing, so I've got a degree in computing. So
in what is it?
Like
computer science?
Yeah, like everything, like networking, databases, programming.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do stand-up comedy, draw some silly drawings, live my life. Trying to go swimming, but I haven't been.
Okay.
I've only been twice. Yeah. I was going to go every week, but I haven't been once this year.
Yeah.
So that's not going very well. It's just easy not to go. The adults' only time is 9:30 to 10:30 at night. So when it gets to about 9 o'clock, I'm kind of like, I can either get in bed and be warm, or go out and get in a cold pool, which is full of old people.
Yeah, that's it. And you know they're hating you as well.
They do hate me.
They when you get in a pool with old people, it is like Cocoon, isn't it?
They can't go straight, and I'm trying to go straight to the line, the black line on the floor. Yeah. It's also pretty bad when I get out because I haven't been, and you have jelly legs. Jelly legs, you know. You just can't walk. That's the problem. That's the lack of exercise. If I just exercise all the time, it wouldn't be jelly leg, would it? Do
you always, because when I used to go swimming as well, I used to always think, if someone like kind of keels over in here, am I the person that has to...
Have you got to save them?
Have I got to... I'm
the cannonball in.
Yeah, am I the person that's with the most youth has to save the person with the least youth? Is that how it works?
Yeah, I think it would.
It's a bit annoying, isn't it? I mean, if the lifeguard doesn't see, and usually they're asleep anyway, so, you know...
They are. It is like, cozy in that seat.
It is warm up
so there. Close to the light, isn't it?
Were you a lifeguard before as well?
Yeah, definitely.
Were you?
No, I wasn't. You're a lifeguard as well?
I was a lifeguard.
What haven't you done?
Cheese
taster.
I worked in a cheese factory. Does that count?
You worked in a cheese... How many jobs have you had?
Fucking loads of jobs, man. I've had loads of
jobs. 1,000. Which was the worst?
I think probably...
I'm flipping this into you around here.
That's all right. I'll tell you what was my worst job. Working in a moulding factory somewhere it was in the West Midlands somewhere, and like it was grim. Like, you know, you could you had goggles and shit. You have to like put this like the felt sort of stuff, like felt sheets, into a like a heat press, and like it was like. And you take out the moulds, and it was really depressing. And like you come back with like you've been like flying one of those biplanes, you know, with the kind of the soot marks underneath your goggles, and it was, and you're just looking like, well, if that's over my face, what am I breathing in? You know, I'm like, oh great, I kept, you know, so I'm felting the inside
proper
as well.
soot.
Oh mate, it was grim.
That doesn't sound good.
I didn't enjoy that at all. So you're doing all this stuff. You got a degree in computer sciences as well. That's really helpful for the comedy, getting all your website design.
If I did more jokes about computers, that probably would help the situation really.
So as soon as someone says they're in IT, you go, lock and load, like Jesse Ventura.
The problem, not the spray and the gun.
Yeah. So you're doing all this stuff as well, and so you're doing illustrating, you're doing comedy, you're doing what else? Do you do websites for people as well?
Yeah. Probably doing computing is that it makes comedy difficult because the social awkwardness of not being able to present myself properly.
Yeah, but like
That makes sense, but that's the angle I'm going for. So
but isn't that the dream? It's like the more you kind of like become sort of removed from society, the more of an outsider you become, the more of a comedy gold you are, because you're like, does anyone else get this? No,
no one gets this.
That's great.
Socially inept.
But because I laugh at you being a freak and nothing to do, not completely unrelatable.
Unrelatable. I haven't got any skills in the life. That's what you want, isn't it? You don't want someone going on who's so great at life. You want someone who can't.
Michael McIntyre's done that. He's connected with everyone.
I've tried that. I've tried it.
You don't want to just be in the middle. You want to be totally weird or
totally unnormal. Weird's good, I think, but not too weird.
Yeah, just on the edge.
You need to be able to be normal as well.
Yeah.
Maybe get one normal, then end weird.
One normal, end weird.
Yeah. Give the audience a full sense of security at the start.
Yeah, and then
maybe I'm really good.
That's the best thing to do.
Then end.
That's what I do.
What I like to do, I like to peter out. That's what I do. So start incredibly strong and then get worse.
And yeah, that's it. Just fade out at the end. Yeah,
definitely fade out.
The opposite of better burn out. Yeah,
right. Set off pipe popper at the end.
Okay,
which has no relation to anything you've done.
And with a little party hat on. And with
I like to end and then do a 5-minute extra of no jokes, trying to get off the stage. Only at some gigs, not at every gig.
Book me now.
Book me now, yeah, put me on. I will end strong, but it'll be 5 minutes before the end.
Came second or something, didn't you, in the...
I did that Leicester Square comedian last year, that was good.
Yeah. So, okay, give me a list of what accolades you've achieved.
What have I achieved? I started in 2013. Mm-hmm. I was in the Brucey Comedy Award in 2014.
Yeah.
Then I was nominated for the Breakthrough Act at the Birmingham Comedy Festival. Then 2015 I did a show with Lindsay Santoro, which was great, at Leicester Comedy Festival and the Birmingham Comedy Festival. 2016, which was last year, did that Pleasance Comedy Reserve, so I got to the heats of that, but I didn't get through, so only 8 people got through out of the 20, so that was good. And then I was in the final of Leicester Square New Comedian, which 2 years before I didn't get through the quarter-final. So it's improving.
It's progress.
I've done 1,000 million gigs everywhere.
Do you know how many gigs you've done?
I think I did about 200 last year, so if I times that by 4 years... 800, maybe 800, probably about 600. But the only way getting buried by failing, isn't it?
Do you keep a tally? A little secret notebook?
I'll come off and I'll write down what joke did well and what joke I should never do again, but then I'll do it exactly the same again because I have a mass panic before the gig.
So I can't change anything. Basically,
I'm just trying to prepare better. But it's difficult for my act because I don't know how to start properly. Like I do, but I'm trying to work on a joke to go at the start. I feel like I should have told you this. I should really have this figured out by now, but it's very difficult with my act.
Because you're very low energy.
Because if I'm kind of low energy and I say this is low energy, that's not really a joke. That's just, you need a joke at the start, don't you?
Set the tone.
It's fine us talking because we know each other, so that you already know what I'm going to be like. Whereas if you smash the 5 Stella in the crowd and I come on wearing a hoodie, you're like, I don't know what this means. So I need
a punch at the top. Gives you some.
I need a really good joke. I suppose we all need a really good joke at the start. That's the problem. We're all looking for that really good joke. I need to be able to sum myself up in 4 seconds.
Really, you would just want one joke. Like one joke.
We just need one joke that lasts for 20 minutes.
And if they could just laugh for the entire duration of my set, after that one joke, and they keep laughing,
let's keep remembering the joke.
We want... Because you could reminisce with them.
We want 10 seconds joke, and then we want 90 minutes, 50 seconds of laughter and applause.
Wouldn't it get a bit patronising after a while, though, do you think? If they're just continually laughing...
I'll be bowing.
Look, I did that one joke, and I really don't think you're laughing at the joke anymore. I think you're laughing at... I'm getting paranoid now. I think you're laughing at something deeper.
Deeper. My internal problems.
Yeah, exactly. 20 minutes of laughter.
Told you what's wrong with my life.
Yeah, 20 minutes of laughter would get a little bit patronising. Like, there's only so many facial expressions you can do. Go,
yeah, I've only got one, and that's distraught. So I can't really get past that. I think I need one good joke. I think that's what we're here for.
Yeah, and then mug it off the next time.
Maybe that was my joke. I should just come and say I've got one emotion, distraught. I think it's really difficult to start unless you already figured that out. I suppose that's the answer. Just need a joke that lasts 4 seconds, which can sort my awkward, shy, lonely, weak persona in one sentence, which doesn't involve any of those words.
Yeah.
And once that's sold, Once that's gone,
I mean,
if you can set yourself, it's like setting up a tent. If you don't put in the pegs properly, it's gonna fly away.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find the pegs.
Yeah.
That's my analogy.
Yeah. Big camper.
Big camper. Yeah.
Big camper,
Got one of those coffin sleeping bags that I get in. Big camper. I've been to Reading about 4 times.
What is
The
that? What they're
coffin
called? Is that what
it
they're
goes
called?
over your head and you get in it.
But
The
that's
mummy bag.
Is that what they're called?
The coffin.
They're called
I
coffin.
think it might be the coffin.
Really?
Coffin mummy bag.
Oh.
It's very great if you're out in the wilderness.
Wow. Okay, and you go camping quite a bit, do you?
I haven't been in. I went to Glastonbury last time.
Oh, right, so it's camping, isn't it, really? Yeah.
That is camping.
Yeah.
You are correct. don't know what to say. I don't know how to
Confirm.
contemplate it. It might not be camping.
Yeah.
It definitely was camping. I was outside and I was in a tent.
Yeah.
Don't like waking up a tent. Camping's all right. Probably not best analogy for to start my act, but I think comedy is a bit like trying to do a jigsaw in a dark room. That's what I think it is. There's just no hope, is there? But after a while, you learn where the pieces are, then you can put a pitch together.
Yeah.
I'm good at analogies, just not good at starting myself.
Good at fumbling in the dark.
Good at yeah, definitely. Many years of fumbling in the dark, putting the wrong things in the wrong places.
Yeah.
That sounded like an gay analogy.
So it did.
It's the peak gay analogies.
Yeah. By Castle.
I'm not even going to clear that. I'm not even going to clear that
Castle.
up. I'm just going to let it hang out there. I'm not even going to deny it. Leave some suspense in the podcast.
So when did you start then?
When I start being gay.
When did you start? When you start
When I start being funny.
Yeah.
Oh, comedy. As in doing stand-up, or do you mean trying to be funny?
Well, either, man. Well, yeah, when did you know you had a need to do it?
A need. My whole act is failures of my life that I've written into jokes, so that makes me feel better and makes the audience feel 1,000 times better about their lives. Because if I went on and was really happy, no one would care, would they?
It's true.
Why am I here?
Yeah.
Whereas if I can't open a pack of polos, people need to know this.
Yeah.
But I used to put all these things on the internet, like on Facebook, and people were really liked my failure. Because that's what you want to read. If you're on Facebook, you want to see I've had a child. You want to see this guy can't get down the stairs or something.
Totally.
So that's what I did. Then people were like, you're very awkward because of your years of doing IT and having no social skills. So why don't you put the jokes and that together and perform it? Well, I did want to do a sitcom writing, but then I thought the only way to learn the jokes, see if the jokes are funny, would be to get up and actually do it. And then I started doing that, and then now I'm stuck. Because there's no better way to find out if something's funny by telling an audience, people you don't know. Whereas if I tell my friends, they'll be like, no. Yeah. But you don't want that, do you? You don't want people who are your friends telling you funny, because that's... Maybe you do. Maybe you want everyone to tell you funny, but...
You don't believe them.
I think...
Your
you don't
friends.
believe them. Yeah, you don't believe them. I don't want that. I want someone who doesn't... I want someone who's got some other problems.
Slight trust issues, maybe, then. The friends.
Yeah, you
don't, you think that's funny, do you? Well, I don't fucking believe you. Fuck off. I need to get an opinion from a stranger.
I need to go to Manchester to perform underneath underneath a bridge.
In a skip.
Skip, inside a skip, with 2 fans in the skip. What was the question? Back to it.
And
how it actually started.
You need to go perform in a skip. And then like those people will hate it, but then again you'll take it away and go, no, there's definitely something funny in here.
There's definitely something in here. It's not me, it's the amount of rubbish that's in the skip.
Yeah, and whereas if you took to a friend and they said it was funny, you'd be like, no, you're wrong, mate, it's shit.
I like the idea of failing, if that makes any sense. That's probably why I like doing comedy. Because it's kind of like, you know, in Batman, and in The Dark Knight when he gets stuck in that hole, and he has to get out of the hole that Bane puts him in. If you do a joke and it doesn't work, how are you going to save the joke? How are you going to get out of the hole? Hopefully you've written a joke to save the day, but if not, you struggle and then you'll find the joke. And then when you do it again, you won't put yourself in the hole to have the joke. I think it's best to write on stage, unless it's a proper gig where you want to progress.
Yeah, of course.
Do your actual jokes, put yourself in a hole. And also, don't put yourself in a hole at the start, because there's no way out there.
That's true. You're burying yourself.
I think it's a bit like if you're on a date and you start off by being like really racist or something. There's no way back on the date. So, it's just an analogy. I wouldn't say be racist on a date, but I mean like it's a bad start. Like you want to start by being nice.
By lying.
Then maybe
By
if you've got some mild racism, leave till the end by lying. No lies. This is the problem. You've got to be honest. I suppose lying does help.
Depends if you're a complete racist. If you're a massive racist,
why?
lie.
I don't think you'd want a companion. Maybe you want another race. I don't know how we've gone. We've
Yeah.
gone all the topics that we've gone from gay to
You need to
racism.
yeah, that's what you need to go. You need to, like, if you've actually looked on that profile and gone, oh, they're massive racists as well. Oh, that looks like the
That's
person.
what I need. Yeah,
that's exactly
that's perfect for me. That's the match.
Exactly.
You probably would start with racism if that's on their bio, wouldn't you? Because then that would be a great. This is another.
Yeah.
So if the audience want racism, don't do racism because racism is not good for anything.
Exactly.
I don't think my analogy is perfect for this. I mean, you wouldn't go on a date and like talk about your ex-girlfriend or something. You don't want to go on stage and be like, last night they were amazing, you guys are awful.
And then you don't talk about how you brought another girl to this restaurant as well. Oh, it's so much better than last time.
Yeah. Or she's in the toilet. I'm just.
Yeah.
You better hurry up and give me your best 2 minutes before she comes back.
Yeah. or start judging her on the intro as well, or like, I like how you came in there. You went with a great story. That middle story wasn't quite as good as the first one.
No,
you should have really kind of kept up the the humour level. Really,
where was the momentum? Where did the momentum change?
Where was the energy? And the body language you're giving me is totally wrong.
Where was the big clothes?
Yeah.
Don't want to shake your hand. That's the end.
And
that's probably a good analogy of the gig.
And
I think I've said it. We should call this analogy. I think that should be the name of the podcast. Analogy.
Your knife and fork technique was just not
wasn't perfect.
Wasn't
Was it?
great.
You've spilt beans over your face. Why have you ordered beans? I ordered a pizza once on a date, which was chips on top of the pizza. It was a great pizza to eat on your own, but I don't think it impressed.
Did you put the chips on top of the pizza?
No, it came. It was already
interesting though.
incredible.
Yeah. Did you not connect? Did you?
I couldn't eat it all. It was too hard.
Why? Because you had to pick off the chips.
Very
first?
beige. No, there's more chips than actual like
Pizza.
Yeah, there was a lot of chips. It could have been maybe
Do you
chips
like
on top.
chips?
I do like chips. It's really bad. I like beige food, beige plates.
Really?
It's really bad for your insides. When did I start? That was the question, wasn't it?
Right.
So I'd never liked public speaking, which is probably I don't know how's this going to turn around. I thought I need to be more outgoing and confident. Maybe that wasn't a thought. I just thought, people think the things I say are funny, and if I say these in front of an audience through my perspective, people will laugh. And that kind of got rid of the fear. It's easy to laugh at yourself, isn't it? If I went on being all ego, then it'd be like, no, I don't want to laugh at you like this. But I think I did a gig the day before my 23rd birthday. I did about 2 minutes. It was all right.
Yeah. Do you remember any material? Do you do any of that stuff now?
I think I did the Capri Sun joke, the drinking problem one, just because that's my classic only joke. So I did that, and then I I think you need to build momentum by just doing gigs and just not, because if you spend too much time between gigs, you'll start being like, I don't want to do this, because you're like, maybe I should sort out my life and not go to Wigan to do 5 minutes for no money. But it does sound captivating, doesn't it? It's just great if people are laughing at you in that moment. There's nothing like that feeling, and that's why I've continued for so long. But I think it's kind of like holding onto a balloon. You don't let your dream go, do you?
It's true.
But it's a heavy balloon. If I let it go,
a lead balloon.
Lead, but it's on the ground. trying to lift. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, trying to lift up a lead balloon. I need to get away from analogies. All I said is analogies. It's all analogies. So when you started, it was a balloon, but now it's a lead one. That's year 3 lead balloon. I just want people to like me.
Right.
It's difficult to go on and make them like you if they're already against you for no reason. Maybe they don't like the way you look. It's not easy, is it? But that's why you keep going.
Did you meet your missus at a gig?
Yeah,
you did.
Was heckling me in Scotland. Actually, it was the worst gig ever. 6 people there, 2 of them left. 4 girls heckling me. I did 2 jokes. I thought they were quite funny. All the jokes and the jokes didn't do very well. One of them did all right, but it's very hard when you're going after someone who hasn't set up the gig properly, and then you try and be really funny, and you can't be. You need a good MC.
Yeah, definitely. Was it MC not so hot that time?
It was all right, but there wasn't really atmosphere in the room.
Didn't create good. How many people was in the room?
There was 6 to start, 2 left, and there was 4. That's how maths works. It wasn't really. It was
what
the back
was that
of a
room
club.
like?
How can I explain it in one word? Tragedy, maybe. Oh. There was a lot of seats unfilled.
Right.
There was no vibe. There was a fan on, which was louder than the actual jokes and laughter.
Yeah.
Which was very chilling. It was nice, cool, standing by a fan while no one laughed. Then you're being heckled by 4 Scottish girls in Scotland. Obviously. 4 Scottish girls in Wigan.
And they left.
They left, and then they followed they followed me on the internet, on Twitter. And then I started talking to one, and she's very funny. So that's great. And also it means I can go to Edinburgh Fringe and stay with her.
Awesome.
But no, I wouldn't do that, it's mean. But I suppose she's been heckling me that hard that I need to get some revenge somehow.
What was she saying to you?
That wasn't funny. But I did agree, I didn't deliver it very well. But it's hard to deliver jokes when you're being heckled by 4 different people at different times. And they're all good heckles as well.
Oh, and they're the only audience there.
And also you built no rapport of your own act. You can't really outdo 4 people who are best friends versus one person they find who looks funny, but the material isn't that good. But I learned a lot from that.
So you thought,
So I thought, let's go out with that person who made me feel small, and then I'll get revenge.
Yeah.
And I'll make her feel small.
And how's that going? Good?
Yes, up until today.
Oh.
But it's going to be alright.
Yeah, it will be.
She does live in Scotland though, and I live here between Dudley and Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
So that's a 283-mile drive.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to drive that in one go.
Yeah, for sure.
Without stopping for at least 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And contemplating death. But I've bought a pillow for my back, from 50p pillow from IKEA to drive. So I can put it in my back so I don't get back cramp.
Oh, right.
Also,
okay.
there's a lot of necked points in this when you get a long distance girlfriend.
Yeah.
So you can save up a lot of necked points and get... I bought Halo on the Xbox with my necked points.
Oh, yeah?
So that's a good thing about comedy. Became a great driver. So if it all fails, I might become a rally driver. Or driving instructor. I think that would be a good TV show. Used to be a comedian. Now a paedophile.
the Rolf Harris documentary.
At Gornal, he was at Gornal, that driving centre.
Oh,
that'd be a good TV show, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my path.
So you started in what year?
2013.
2013.
So it's been 4 years of highs and lows. Some were great, some were... Actually, even if it goes that bad, it's still not that bad. Okay, it's clearly gone bad a few times.
It's going to have to.
But it's never been that bad because I managed to get away with... If the jokes don't work, I'm alright at talking to the crowd. Maybe I've got a good rapport. So I can at least get off with a laugh. And I'm not, offensive. All my material's, clean. I don't swear. So that no one's ever offended by me. So I can get away with it on charm. But then I used to just go charm. But now I'm trying to make it, for no reason, uncomfortably awkward. I don't know why I do that, really. I should have stuck to charm, because that's where the star magic is.
No, because you've got a boyish face as well, haven't you? You've got this boyish...
I've got about 4 chins as well, so it's really helping. I kind of want to get in a good physical shape, but then I think that half the jokes wouldn't be funny.
Yeah.
But I suppose there are still things that happen to me, so it still would be funny. I just have to talk about them in past tense rather than this happened today.
Just be talking about those.
But if you've got 6 chins, you look like a Yorkshire pudding. What's funnier than that, you know what I mean? You don't want to see a guy with a chiselled chin coming on going, oh, my life, I couldn't open a door. Well, you can, because you've got a chiselled chin, your life's better than mine. So I can't wear a V-neck, because it's just don't look good in a V-neck.
It's like a really long chin.
It's a long chin. That's what it is, the V-neck. I could never wear the V-neck.
Oh my god, that guy's got a massive...
He's got a massive chin. He's not funny, he's just got a great chin. Yeah. Why is he so sad? He's got a great chin.
That's it. That guy should be in the movies. Look at the chin on that guy.
Chin.
Oh, it's just a V-neck. Okay, right.
It's just a V-neck.
That's it.
I don't think I'd ever be comfortable wearing a V-neck.
No, I
haven't got the physique for a V-neck.
The cleavage, the man
very
cleavage.
Cold. Yeah.
All these guys shaving their chest for the man cleavage. It's like, why have you...
Why have you done this? Why don't you buy a complete t-shirt? It's like those jeans with holes in. Why...
Totally. Finish it. Just let it...
Buy a complete item of clothing. It's cold. Why have you got 15 holes in your jeans?
Be confident in the chin that you have. That's the
in the chins you have.
Yeah, or whichever.
Whichever chin.
Yeah, don't be bragging about the extra chin.
The good thing about having more than one chin, if you do a joke and it's funny, then you look like you've got 14 chins, it'll be even funnier.
Because
I just think...
Do you think that the extra chins makes it feel like that you've said more things?
Yeah, like it echoes through the chins.
Yeah, that's that sort of thing.
Got to the point where I was like, I should eat loads of chewing gum so I can massage my chin. So
it should be like a chin effect sort of thing.
But the chin effect, like Inception chins.
Yeah, like a chin within a chin.
Leo
within
inside,
a chin.
yeah, Leo inside your chin. Within a chin, within... That's very hard to say, isn't it?
This is very arty. This is getting very arty.
It's going to get very arty.
Do you think...
Do a walk around a minute of chins.
Do you think that those chins, they are...
I can store food in the chins. What do you mean? What?
It's obviously an optical illusion, right?
Yeah, it's not real.
But like, you think that when you went... I mean, if you wore the V-neck, you'd be
with
talking about with the chins, you'd be talking about your failures at the gym. I mean, like, when you're walking into the gym with these chins, they're like, look, we can't help you.
You're not allowed to with that too many chins.
Yeah, exactly.
Sign up for 5 memberships with those chins.
You're walking around the gym and no instructor is talking to you. Kind of go, look, what is it? Why are you talking to that guy over there? He's got one chin.
He's got one chin.
Double chin. I've got look how many chins I've got.
I'm in a V-neck to get more chins out into the public.
Exactly. It's like any other way you describe yourself as a Yorkshire pudding with like 7 chins. Is it 4 chins? Or whatever.
Yeah, well,
but like, and you're from the Midlands. Is like, do you feel like a fish out of water?
I don't think you'd have like a West Midlands pudding, would you?
What would you have?
Fish out. Yeah, I think so. I'm definitely
you're
lost.
You're like a fish out of water. So you're like a Yorkshire pudding in the West Midlands. So what's the I forgot. What is the Midlands?
Where
dish?
are we? Midlands dish.
What's the Midlands dish, man? It's not eels, is it?
Eels.
Is it? It's eels, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm just going to agree with you because I don't think it's eels, but
is it not?
I think isn't it herbal tablets? That's a meal, isn't it?
Herbal tablets
from Dudley. Teddy Gray's.
Really?
Well, it's not really a meal.
It's more of a
snack.
It's just bitter.
I don't really eat, to be honest. So I have one herbal tablet every hour.
Okay.
And that's how I've made it to this age.
This physique.
So I stayed in great shape.
Yeah, I mean,
it's herbal tablets and giant poos. And only eat once a day.
Right.
Don't eat breakfast.
Okay.
So you miss breakfast.
And
so I suppose at the minute I'm trying to overcome this how I eat. But so currently don't eat breakfast.
Right.
Then have a self-loathing for between 10 a.m. till about 4.
Yeah.
Because you're really hungry and you don't know who you are anymore.
Yeah, right. So
then eat at 4.
Sandwich, then a shit sandwich.
Yeah,
right?
Shit sandwich full of as much as you can get in it because you haven't eaten, so you need to make up for the last meal you lost.
Mm-hmm.
Then you eat too much.
Right.
And then you're like, I need to go to sleep. So you battle sleep, have a coffee, which then will, combine with a shit sandwich, will need you to have the toilet.
Yeah.
And have the toilet. Then go to the gig.
Yeah.
Try and be funny. Mm-hmm. If it goes well, you forget about the shit sandwich.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go well, diarrhea. Mentally and physically. Then drive home and then go to Starbucks 24 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Listen to some David Gray on your own at 2 a.m. at Hotwood Park.
And just when you said before as well, that's when the jokes don't work. But it's a bit like, the jokes don't work. They just make you work.
The jokes don't work. A classic verb.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I've been very self-deprecating, but the jokes do work. I can't talk about it. I prefer to talk about it going weird rather than it going incredible.
Yeah, I prefer it.
Because then if I say I'm the best comedian in the world,
to ruin your act.
Also, we are in my bedroom, so that's very strange. If we were in a golden limo, I probably would change the vibe. I'd have been like, we have to record the podcast outside the limo.
And I'd have to put some sort of jingly noises, like when you're lifting up your bling, when you move
all
a
the
hand,
bling.
Excuse that noise there. It's just Danny's rings and chain just hammering off like the desk and
all the cigars.
That's it. I was just broken on the glass with his medallion.
That's what I think. We'll do this again in 5 years, and I'll be in the limo if I continue this downward spiral of low energy comedy.
Yeah.
This has been such a good answer for the one question, how do I start? So back to my main point. Yeah. I just kept going.
Yeah.
I haven't written a sitcom script yet, which was the aim.
Have you? So did you try? Have you written treatment? Have you written the idea?
I written a few ideas, but I turn them into comedy jokes, and then I try and do them for my persona rather than actually writing a script. So maybe I'll do that, but at the minute I'm trying to just do loads of illustrations, do computing, and do comedy.
So you finished your degree?
Yeah.
Was it a BSc or what was it in computer science?
Yeah, BSc. So that's good, but do I want a full-time career in IT or do I want to continue living the dream?
Which is more lucrative? Let me think for now.
The IT, yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
I think for future, if I want to have a family, do the IT. I think I prefer comedy 1% more than stability in life.
Yeah, that's it.
So I like eating pot noodles rather than being able to afford a Five Guys every day.
Yeah.
But how long can I last? That's the question.
This is true. Can you hold out?
How long can I hold on for?
I have to keep reaching for that pot needle.
I'm enjoying this because it's really opening my eyes. These are all the things I haven't really said. You can't explain yourself in one tweet, can you?
Not really.
And no one would care if I put I'm having a pot noodle. Sort out my life or have a pot noodle. Have another pot noodle or drive to Manchester to do 5 minutes and then run out of petrol on the way home.
Hey, has that happened?
Yeah, I had to.
When was that?
A while ago. I've had a lot of.
Did you run out on the motorway?
Managed to make it to a services.
Oh, good man.
But I didn't have any money in the bank until the next day, which I was getting paid. And I had to wait till 12:30 and I got to the service about 11. So for about an hour and a half I just sat there thinking maybe I should not do this anymore.
Were you thinking to yourself at the same time going, well, I've got no petrol in my car and I've been here an hour and a half an hour more, and the fuckers are going to find me for sitting in the service station. That means I've got doubly less money than I had before.
That's why I've got to leave the handbrake off and roll forward a space.
Fucking
That's
ridiculous.
what I did.
Huh?
But I think it makes good comedy.
Yeah. That's it.
Maybe
Yeah.
I should do that. I just need to write some jokes. I'd have more fun talking to you.
But you've got
Dennis.
jokes.
I've got about 14 jokes. I've probably got about 1,000, but I don't like them. I have like a really high rate of jokes I want to say. So if it's a joke and I don't think it's very good, I won't say it, even though it definitely would lengthen my set. I'm trying to like have the best ever set.
Yeah.
But if you if you do short jokes, you take one out and you replace it with another one, you've still got the same amount of time. What I need to do is write 100,000 more jokes that are incredible, and then I'd have the best set of all time. It's really good about cutting out all the crap. But then if you cut out too much crap, you've only got like a small set, which would be really great. But when you got to do a long set,
It's true.
how are you going to fill it?
This is a
You
good
could do
point.
a Q&A, which is,
Yeah.
but what questions are to ask? Why haven't you got any more material? That is the first question.
Isn't that what a work in progress show is for the Edinburgh Fringe? Or,
I think,
or
yeah.
a show at the Edinburgh Fringe?
I think my life is a work in progress.
Well, I think it is.
I just haven't really decided what what to do next, except for keep doing comedy.
And your missus is what? She's a carer, isn't she?
Yeah, in Edinburgh.
It's a coincidence, isn't it?
So yeah, I need her support. Coincidence. As funny as I am. What's the next question? That's the longest answer to any other question ever, wasn't it? How did you start? Well, we ended up talking about my daily routine, even though it has no concept to do anything with comedy.
Your brother?
Yeah, he's living the dream.
What's he doing?
He's an accountant.
Oh, mate,
So
you've got it nailed down.
So he's making the cash.
You've got the comedy, you've got the accountant next door. What are your parents? You've got the carer, just in case you fucking get really
I
ill.
suppose from your perspective, it does look like he's doing pretty well.
This is amazing.
Maybe I should stop being so hard on myself.
No, Carrie will ruin your act. No,
That's what I mean, yeah.
but you need to...
If I solve all these problems I've got, then my act is about things going wrong.
Yeah.
So if I solve all the things that are going wrong, I'll have no comedy. But how long can I live in this misery?
Well, look,
This is the path I need to get.
I'm a little bit older than you. Indefinitely.
Indefinitely.
Definitely live in the misery. Because the misery is all in here. It doesn't matter what happens out
It's
here.
not outside, it's inside.
It's inside.
I need to get it out of
You
my
can't...
head.
Yeah, that's what the stage is.
It's the little things that make you happy, isn't it?
Yeah.
The caramel latte.
Yeah.
That was the face. That was distraught. I don't know. I couldn't even think of another example.
Oh yeah, that's it. Pull up. I can't
Angel
think of it.
Delight. I don't know.
Angel Delight. I do like a big fan.
I think I've got to the age where Red Bull doesn't have the same effect anymore. That's the problem. That's a bad age.
Just make it normal now.
It just doesn't. It just tastes like tin.
Yeah.
It used to taste like dreams, and you used to be able to like, everything's fine. And now you're like, I've just wasted how much money it costs now.
Try mixing it with vodka. It's a lot better.
But then you become sad, and you're like, I want to go out.
Well, that'll take the edge
You're
off.
drinking it
No, but then
in
you
the garden.
But you might get too high then. If it tastes of dreams, so you're like, well, this tastes of dreams. Put some vodka in it. A little bit more depressed now. Even.
I think you're right. Even I just stay normal. just stay this.
That's it, wasn't it? But that's what life. In life, you kind of go, oh, geez, I feel a bit tired today. Oh, I'll have some coffee. Oh, way too high. Oh, okay. I need tea, level it off a little bit. Okay, feel a little bit too low now. Oh, coffee. Oh, high again. Oh, we need to get it.
Then you like 12 pisses in a row.
Yeah, and you just get
I
annoyed.
just try to sit on the toilet and have a piss.
Yeah.
Try to sit there.
Just like, what are you, just a fucking...
The older you get, the worse it gets, I think.
just a piss bag.
I may just change.
And then you
have a
think-
piss bag, yeah.
Then you think, geez, I'm just wearing my
When's this ever
joints
going to
out.
end? There's a leak in the piss bag.
Look.
Why am I still here?
That's where my hip's gone. Do you know what happened to my hip? I
Piss bag?
drank too much
It's
coffee.
too heavy.
Too much coffee. Up and down the stairs for a
Put a
piss.
V-neck on and I did the piss bag and then it just ruined everything.
Yeah, that's it.
I think the older you get, this became very depressing conversation. We came down. We started off quite happy.
Yeah.
I think you've caught me at the wrong time for a happy conversation.
I
think
don't want a happy conversation.
Okay.
No one wants to hear your joy.
Yeah, no one wants that.
No one really wants joy. I think that you have joy in the misery.
Hidden.
No, but it's in the misery, isn't it? You like to, hurt yourself.
It is in the misery.
Yeah.
It's just tightly condensed between the misery.
Yeah.
The one moment of joy. What is the moment of joy?
Well, there was two there. So you gave away your two: Angel Delight
Angel Delight,
and
Butterscotch Angel Delight.
you like the
I just like caramel syrup in a coffee.
caramel syrup and coffee. There you go. I think we found it.
I
I think you found it. I think you found your calling.
Butterscotch coffee with caramel, pancakes.
Oh,
It's like a lot of sugar.
have you been to America?
It's definitely a lot of sugar. Yeah, I have IHOP.
Oh,
IHOP
amazing.
was great.
I felt ill.
Went on my own though, didn't I? So that was went to America on my own. That's
That's a
living
bit
a
dangerous.
dream.
That's a
Yeah,
bit
it is
dangerous, though.
dangerous.
Because did you go for comedy?
And I went to see a show, Big Lea's show on
Oh,
Broadway.
yeah.
That was amazing. But yeah, I did two gigs. But Big Lea, my favourite comedian, just one man show. I sat at the front,
Right.
and it was just beautiful. That's how
Yeah.
comedy's performed.
Wow. And did this guy? Because I heard someone say we were at that gig the other night, and someone said,
But Big Lea, yeah.
"Is everyone likes him in the West Midlands?" Is that right?
I don't know about that.
Hmm.
I try and tell no one because it's better. When you find
thing.
someone cool, you're like,
Your thing.
yeah, I'm not going to
Yeah,
tell anyone
so-
about this. And then, like, what was it like? TV show, like, oh, I'm not going to tell no one about this. Then it gets cancelled, and you're like, oh, should I told everybody?
It's like you feel like it's your fault.
You're like, oh.
Look,
Can't give a
no,
great example, like, Robot. I love Robot Wars. I
Yeah.
tell no one, oh, it's been cancelled. I'm like, probably should have told all those people, then it would have stayed on.
But it was your thing, so I'm sorry, guys. This is my thing. I should have told people, yeah, but now it still remains my thing. I'm
Still
sorry.
my thing. I just don't want your opinion on it.
And I'm sorry that I'm ruining that other person's career or their dreams.
I'm helping them by
Yeah.
spreading the word,
Yeah,
but
keeping them niche. That's good.
niche. It's just really. Well, he's a really famous comedian. I don't really know anybody else that knows him in the West Midlands, except for the fact I've told. But his show, it's all storytelling, so it's all like a long story with jokes along the way, which is a really great way to format your set rather than just doing loads and loads of one-liners. That's really inspiring, and it's all honest, like it's all truthfully, brutally honest, which is the comedy I like, rather than people who've made up a load of crap.
That's
When he says it, you know
true.
it's the truth.
Yeah.
Whereas some people, you're like, oh, that they've made that up, and you're like, well, I don't find it funny anymore. You want actual. I'd rather it be honest, honest and not funny than a lie and it's hilarious. Unless your act's made up, which is fine. But if you're trying to tell the truth and it's not the truth,
Sounds like you should
do
finish
you know what I
that
mean?
now.
It's like a fine line between someone. Okay, if they're doing like a character act and it's like they've definitely made this up, and it's through the character, you're like, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah.
But if someone comes on like, oh, I've been in a divorce, you're like, no, you're not. I've seen you with your wife. Why are you making this up? Whereas Big Lea, it's the truth. And that's why I try and do all my jokes on truth. But it's hard to do jokes about things that aren't that funny in your life. So if nothing funny's happened, how do you make that funny? By writing loads of jokes about it, but you've got to find the angle, haven't you? But I did a gig in New York, and that was very hard work. Paid $5, 15 acts. They put your name in a jar, pull you out, you only get 5 minutes. So out 15 people in Greenwich Village, underground, darkest room ever. Out 15 people, I'm actually on first. What is the chance? Then I went on. I didn't understand my humour in a way, because I come across as unconfident and a bit sarcastic if it's so I kind of sound sarcastic and not being sarcastic. And if you don't understand I'm doing unconfident on purpose, you just don't understand. You think, oh, I'm really good at... Well, I'm really good at saying that. You go, I do better. That's a better way of saying it. I'm really great. I'm such a talent. I'm a comedy hero. I do better if it's a proper comedy club because the audience are like, oh, he's been put on, we understand what he's doing. Whereas if there's an open mic and there's like 5 new acts and I go on trying to do my style, which is kind of like, oh, he looks like he's a bit awkward, does he know what he's doing? They're a bit like, oh, he's new as well. Which is difficult when you try and do that as an act and you're going on with newer acts. I know that if I keep pushing the angle I'm going for, one day I'll find the right way to come on and be like, I'm doing this on purpose, without me going, doing this on purpose. I'll have that intro joke. And I'm like, oh, well, not pretending, I suppose, like, it is me. It's such a, I don't know the correct answer, but my act is me. But when you think of a comedian, you think of like, say, like McIntyre, Lee Evans, Peter Kay. They're all like quite confident and fast, whereas I'm trying to do myself, which is still quite fast, but quite softly spoken, shy, slow. And then people think, oh, we've seen a certain style of comedy. Why are you not doing that? No, the contrast against that. Whereas if I'm going on with myself, some people won't understand it's me. Yeah. And I can't be like, halfway through the set, go, this is me. Maybe I should. This is me, this is it. It's just, I guess some people are just used to only see comedy on the TV, whereas when you see it, a different kind of style, you're like, this isn't comedy. I suppose that's a struggle that every act has, unless you're really going for mainstream kind of.
Yeah. But I think you're trying to, like, the great thing is when I see your act, you just stay in the shape that you are. I'm not going to let this audience pull me out of shape, and I'm not necessarily going to fit it around them completely. I'm just going to do my thing, and they'll get on board in a minute. I'm not going to just run to them.
Yeah, it's better than them coming to you.
Yeah, of course. And then they can accept, oh, this person's accepted themselves. When I want to see someone that's already set.
Yeah, if you come on and try and get them to like you. There's nothing worse than seeing an act desperate for the audience to like them. I'd rather come on and be myself, and then if you like me, you like me. If you don't, then...
Fuck it. Can't change your mind, isn't it?
I don't want to... I'd rather have 10 people who are really on board and really enjoy it than 100 people who are like, oh, we're not sure about it. But even if I only get like... Well, in a perfect world, you want the whole audience to like you. But that takes a while before you can understand who you are as a comedian and...
What you want from it.
You want, but I suppose my act once was described as anti-comedy, which it's not really. It's still comedy, but I'm trying to do it at a bit different angle rather than coming on going, oh, joke. I'm trying to... It's still comedy. I'm trying to do it for the personality of quite a awkwardly shy, low, basically the opposite of classic, opposite of like, oh, this is comedy, I'm a comedian. Trying to do my angle, but it's so hard to do your angle when your angle is not really what people are used to. Like if you were like a rapper and you're doing, I don't know, I can't even think of an analogy right now.
The worst hype man in the world, yeah.
Like
you could have going, oh, go on there and do something. Just go and talk in that microphone there. Yeah, so you're doing okay. This
is like me as a person. I know you're thinking I'm putting this on, but this is actually I can't change. Yeah, because then it wouldn't be truthful.
Exactly. You just
like I'd rather die doing my act on stage than survive doing someone else's material.
Which you don't die though. You're funny. You're very funny.
Yeah, it normally goes fine, but I mean that's the analogy. I think some acts just like some newer acts are kind of like, we just want to be funny straight away. How do I get money? I think when you think about if you're in for comedy for the money, what's the point? Yeah. I might as well do my IT degree. Exactly. I'll get a job because it's not about... When you start thinking about money, that's when you start not being yourself. You're like, oh, they didn't laugh, they're not going to give me another gig. I need to... They were like, why didn't you do a dick joke? Oh, okay, I'll come back, I'll do 20 dick jokes, so they'll give me a gig. And then you make it to Live Poly doing dick jokes, you're like, well, I've sold myself out now. This isn't me. So I'm just trying to stay true to myself.
That's the most important thing. That's the only way you're going to stay original as well. You're not going to... If you're going to bend yourself out of shape, well, you're just going to be another carbon copy of what everything else is.
Yeah, you don't want to be like, say, you see someone who's got some success, you don't... Oh, they're doing that, I'll copy them. And then you realise, oh, that ship has sailed. Now it's this other thing. And you're like, oh, I can't do that. It's best to just do what you do. Yeah. And then hopefully, a bit of luck one day, you'll get a chance.
To show them who you really are.
to show them who you really are.
And hopefully not the most darkest way, the darkest part inside you. Look at me, guys, this is who I am.
This is what I really am.
Shit, this is who you are? Oh, go fuck. We want to see the other guy that didn't quite know exactly what he was talking around it, but we don't know that all
You're
that
too
truth.
confident now. You've built too much confidence. But I think it comes over time, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
I think that was the best answer I've gave you so far. The rest of it is me just...
No, that's true, though.
I think I'll warm up.
No, you do, yeah.
I'm like on FIFA, I'm really bad in the first about 5 games, but when it gets to about 6, unstoppable.
That's when you started, right? And so do you any of the Gong shows as well, or do you do any other
Yeah,
writing?
what I used to.
And how'd you get on the Gong shows then?
I think when you start, you want to do any gig you can, which is a true thing to do, but I think Gong show it's good if you have a gig, but it's bad for your mind. Once I did the Comedy Store Manchester one, 20th gig in, they told me I was on first in the second section, but they called my name last in the first section. And I was sitting on the balcony, so when the audience clapped, by the time I got off the balcony, they'd stopped clapping. Then I came on, and half the audience there to hate you anyway. I went on, I had Mick Ferry was the MC. He said something like, pull your trousers up, because it was pretty funny, good heckle while I was walking to get to the stage. So then I went on, did my first joke, and I remember the left hand of the room were like, and then the right hand side were like, they laughed, and I was like, okay. The problem with the Gong is, if every joke isn't 100 out of 10, you've got to be incredible. They'll lose interest, and then you'll get gonged off because it's brutal. But for my jokes to work, I need to build a twist. I need like a setup, which takes time before the punchline. But when they hate your first joke, you rush in to get a laugh because you're like, I need a laugh because otherwise they're going to get gonged off. I think maybe it was under 2 minutes. I did all right, but it's kind of like, unless your act's one-liner, I don't think it's good to do a Gong show because you just rush everything. It's good to make... there's good and bad things.
Yeah.
Good, it'll tighten up your set because you don't want to say any words that you don't need to say. But it's bad if you take it to heart that they hate you. Because there's nothing worse than doing... I did one... Where did I do one? One at a Chester uni, and they gonged me off 1 second before the end. And it had gone fine, but then it's like one... And you're like, what? I'm at Chester uni, why am I here? 1 second left. I'm nearly back. Why would you do that? But I think it's good and bad.
Like that one
it's good and bad.
Somebody just hitting the Gong.
like,
that if they'd have just kind of taken it a bit more slowly, you'd have been through it.
I'd been through. If I'd have started a bit later,
yeah.
If someone had clapped 1 second too long at the start, it's good and bad. It'll boost your confidence. Because if you go on and there's a woman at the front with a card up staring at you who hates you after 20 seconds and you just carry on, it's amazing. But I suppose you shouldn't be doing comedy if you can't get past that.
You said you'd rewriting your sitcom ideas into jokes. So you had a lot of sketch ideas, and then you kind of like go, well, look, this is sketch. I'm going to convert that to... Because I do that as well. I have some sketch ideas. I need to convert that to like a short, condensed version of that into a joke. So it's a lot. You think in whole concepts then. You don't... Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the hot bit. You mean like a bigger picture?
Yeah, you're thinking like, okay, that could work.
I think there's some life events that work better in a sitcom setting than me doing it on my own. If you know what I mean, something that happens while I'm doing all this illustration stuff. I kind of work in a stockroom or a shoe shop, so I was going to try and do like a sitcom based on that because a lot of silly things happen with that, and a lot of those events in the day, they probably would work in stand-up, but you'd have to shorten it into a condensed joke. Whereas if you get the characters of people you work with, if you could get like a bunch of actors to do that, it'd be a lot funnier. And that's kind of what I wanted to do, but I've been just doing too much, so I haven't got round to doing that. So I've just decided to just do stand-up and try and build a character of myself and try and do that more full-time.
You build your credibility of the competitions.
Yeah.
So you got to finals of what again? You got to finals of...
Leicester Square New Comedian of the Year.
Yeah, Birmingham Breakthrough Act.
Breakthrough Act.
Did you win that?
No, Andy McBurley won that, but he's amazing. So
and then
you can't outdo the sad Scotsman.
It's true. Is he Glaswegian as well?
Yeah.
Oh, saying it. It's good accent.
The Goebbels.
It's good accent. Huh?
You know what I mean? I haven't got the accent. I've got.
You got a good accent as well.
My accent is quite. Yeah, it's quite gravelly,
friendly, innit?
gravelly, sad, but won't rob you. You know what I mean? Like Dudley, gravelly, sad, downtrodden, quite deep. Now I'm speaking, I can hear it from my head.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, the kind of voice that you hear yourself again on the phone, you're like, that sounds horrible. I don't want to be speaking ever again.
The chinber.
It's the chin. I think it's the echoes. It's the echoes. It's the gravel that's stuck in the chin from Dudley Castle. It's what's stuck in my throat. But I suppose I've done quite well in some of the competitions. When I started, I didn't think I'd ever get. The dream was to get into the BBC Comedy Award. I've had quite a few highlights. I did that Joe Leicester and Friends gig. I was asked to do that last year. And when I first started, I went and watched that, and I was like, oh, this is amazing, I wish I could do this. And then last year, I was like, Joe was like, do you want to do the show? Mm. So that was a goal. And I've done the Glee. Mm. That was a goal. Mm. I didn't believe I made it to Leicester Square and played in the theatre, and there was like 300 people there. That was great. Mm. BBC was great. I was on the radio for BBC.
Yeah.
I didn't really set out... Before I started doing comedy, I was like, I used to go and watch all the comedians on my own. Mm. And I've always loved comedy, so I was like, oh... Then I was like, maybe I should give it a go. Mm. And then I've managed to achieve, like, play the Glee, do the BBC Comedy Award, play with Joe Lycett, and then I was like, then last year I got to the that Comedy Reserve, you had to apply online, and I managed to get through to the heats. Even though I didn't make it through to doing the gig at the Fringe, it was great to do the heats because I was on John Hastings, who I love John Hastings. Mm. And he was like, you're really good. It's like, along the way, there's little bits that make you realise why you want to do it, but then there's other reasons why you like you go to London and they'll hate you, and you have to drive home and you got work, and it's just like, why am I doing this? But I think the good outweighs the bad. Mm. It's really difficult to relate to human beings that aren't comedians, if that makes sense now, because you're like, people are like, why would you go the whole way to... Why would you spend a month of your life in Edinburgh wasting all your money doing a show at 3 o'clock in the afternoon to a room which is that dark, you can't see if anyone's in there? Why would you do that? You can't explain it.
What shoe shop do you work in?
Office. It's a pretty good shoe shop. So my retail career is pretty good.
So you're like, whenever anyone here working in an office, I don't mean the shoe shop, right?
I don't mean the shoe shop, yeah. I like keeping it at the back, it's great. No, it's...
So you go, some people look, why wouldn't I be here? This is I've gone from a very small dark room into a slightly bigger dark room.
To be honest, it's a perfect job, because I went from IT, from being socially awkward with 5 lads who would never speak to any women, to then going to work in a shoe shop out the back, talking to no customers, but being with women. So it was kind of like going from one extreme of like, we know no women, to like complete women, but still in isolation, away from the general public. But now I've got to the stage where I'm like, I can't physically continue living my life being this antisocial. I need to get out there. That's why comedy, I think, is good. Even when you're on stage, you're still very antisocial, if that makes sense. You're very alone.
You're broadcasting, aren't you?
I think that's what I like. I think you're on stage, but even though, say, there's 20 people in the audience, you're still on your own. And it's do or die. If you're not funny, then it's going to go bad. Yeah. That's what I like about it, I think. Also, you need to prepare. People are like, it must be so scary. But it's only scary if you don't know what you're going to say.
I'm next to people, but not necessarily with people.
I'm not with people. I need to make these people like me, but not look like I want them to like me. It's like, I've got to be myself. If they like me, it's good. Hopefully they'll like me, fingers crossed. And if not, get out the venue quickly. Yeah. There's nothing worse than going on and they don't like you, then you go and sit. The only place you can sit is by the door. And then they all leave and it looks like you've got an ego problem. It's like, there's nowhere else I can go.
Get in, get out.
Get in, get out.
Yeah, that is it. And so you're going to go do the Fringe this year as well?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to try and get on one of the showcases.
Yeah.
Because it'd be the perfect next step, because I've done all the competitions. I just need like a platform where I can showcase my act with a respectable comedy agency. We'll just progress forward. That's what I need to do. I think with the comedy, it's not... it is about writing the jokes, but it's more personality, if that makes sense. If you haven't got a personality, even if the jokes are incredible, you're not going to do very well. You need like a great example, like say like Alan Carr. That he's 90% persona 10. His jokes are really great as well, but you already like him. He can't walk in the room and they hate you, and you're like, oh, but these jokes are really great. So I'm trying to build the persona more, but I also need to write some jokes. So I'm trying to figure out some jokes and do the persona. So with the Fringe, do a showcase. If not, if I don't go on a showcase, I'm going to try and do a show, like a two-hander or something, or a three-hander. And I want to try and do a show for the Birmingham Comedy Festival in October.
So you're going to write your hour?
Yeah, maybe. I might do like 40 minutes or something.
Cool.
Just like an actual, not just stand-up, but like a structured show. Like on a theme. And maybe get someone to like do like an opening 10 or something. I don't know. But that's what I want to do, like write a longer... Because I think in a show you can actually write to a topic. Well, especially you can be stand-up, but with stand-up you want to do actual 20 minutes of just jokes. Whereas with a show you can actually put silence and meaningful points in. Whereas if you're like at a club, you don't want to be like just talking about death and actually have like a moment where the audience perfectly agree with you, because that's not going to happen if they're all smashed. Whereas if you do your own show, I think it's more exciting. Maybe that's why I think it'd be good to write a whole show, because that'd be like writing sitcom kind of that kind of aspect.
Have your parents come to see your show?
My mum came to. My mum came to one. I did a talent show for a bowls club for no money, which I'm doing everything for free because I don't care about the money. But it was all over 70s, a bowls club talent show. There was a cowboy dancer. There's burlesque. All these people are over 70 doing. They're like, your son is a comedian. Does he want to do the show? And I was like, at the time I was like, yeah, okay. And then when it got closer, I was like, no, I shouldn't have done this. Talent show. Guy before me doing Michael Bublé, saying nothing like Michael Bublé. Got standing ovation by his nan. They're all crying. Then I went on, said a few things about Woe's Originals because they're all over 70. Then I was left at the delay. I did a joke and I left a pause, and there was a hearing aid, and I went, I'm being heckled by a hearing aid, which was probably the best thing I've ever said. But my mum and Nan were at the back of the room, like, what the hell is going on? My mum's proud of what I do. It's just, well, she knows me, so it's me. But I think it's very strange when you've got, I think people like your mum, you want to like do well. Because if you see friends, you like, once you get past the fact that they're getting to take a piss out of you, whatever you do, it doesn't matter, does it? But it's worse when it's a room full of all your friends and then there's no laughing. You're like, well, why have you came? You're not helping my dream.
We just want to see you your dreams get crushed because we want you to be like us.
Yeah, we've got no goals and aspirations. Stop chasing your dream.
Exactly. Be one of us. Join us. No, I'm running away. That's why I'm driving 3 hours away from you guys. And I love you. You're great friends. I thank you for being my friend.
So great. You're getting married. I'm just doing nothing, but it's fine. I've written a joke.
Yeah.
I've got more jokes.
Oh, you've got a kid. Oh, I've got more. Look at this amazing joke.
You've got a kid. I've got a joke about corned beef. It's just you don't know what that means to me. That's more of a kid.
I mean, it's nearly there. Just learning to walk, you know.
Just needs a different topper. It's going to be great once I've finished it. That is the perfect analogy of my problem. Do I want a child or do I want more jokes?
Yeah.
And it's like more jokes. I think.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't know why anyone in the right mind would ever think that. Or maybe I just lost my mind.
Because you can put the jokes in the drawer.
You can't put the child in the drawer. I'd definitely be in prison.
Yeah.
That'd be a great Edinburgh, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Everything would be a great Edinburgh if I didn't try and be a comedian. I think the best acts are when people, they live their lives. They're like, one day you're like, oh, I want to be a comedian. And they're like Romanian, they've got one leg, and you're like, this guy.
Yeah, he's got a hook. Well,
he's got a hook.
Literally has a hook, yeah.
And if you don't laugh, he'll hit you with his wooden leg. But I haven't got that. I'm not willing to amputate my leg just to get 5 minutes.
You know, sometimes, suffering for your art, you say that sometimes it's just suffering. There's no real massive amount of art in it. Yeah, it's like, oh, I cut my leg off. How did that happen? Well, I cut it off for comedy. Oh, that's a great story. Any more? Not really. No, just got.
I can't walk now. I can't get to any gigs. I can't change gear in my car. Comedy, I've ended my comedy.
And my phantom limb is really giving me a lot of trouble, so I can't stand up for that long, you know, so it's really...
Write all your notes on it.
Yeah, it's really hobbled me. No pun intended.
Big pun. I've lost all the puns I used to.
But yeah, so...
That's a good question.
So the Edinburgh Fringe this year, and that is your aim this year, to do the showcase.
To do a showcase.
Get management.
Practice. Yeah, I could do... someone who could book some good gigs for me rather than me trying to do it myself. I don't really like self-promotion, which is a problem. Like, I can turn up and do the act. That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't like bothering everybody, like, give me a gig. Whereas if I can get someone else to do that, then I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Is your old man still around? Or?
Yeah, everyone's still here. But
and does he come see you?
Everyone loves me here. No, everything's fine here. I just need to write some more material. That's basically what I need to do.
Yeah. So your dad came to see you, right?
Yeah.
And how was that?
It's all right.
Yeah.
I think that everyone's all right.
It's all right. Yeah.
Everyone's all right in the family. It's just.
And what's he do? What's your dad do?
Like journalist.
Oh yeah, great.
That's good.
That's handy for sort of writing stuff. Eh? Give you some tips.
Yeah, I need to write some more. I'm going to be fine. I feel like I came to the crumble.
That's great.
This is the wobble. The
and your mum, what's she do? She
works in a school like dinner lady. Everything's fine.
Dinner lady. What's it called now? You don't call it dinner lady anymore, do you? They call it food technician or something like that.
Food technician.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good technical term.
Yeah, because I think dinner lady is like if you call someone dinner lady now. Apparently, because I did a room full of teachers and school workers at Christmas.
Yeah.
And I called someone dinner lady, and then it was like I committed a hate crime.
Oh God.
Yeah, I was like,
okay.
Sorry, I just was like, oh, I thought you're a food technician. Okay, sorry.
I think it needs to be going bad before it can go good.
Of course.
So if it goes too well, something bad's going to happen.
Yeah, no one wants to see joy all the time.
I don't see joy. I know you got some great material, but where's the struggle?
Yeah, life is a struggle.
It can't.
People want to see it. Can't
life
relate.
It's a struggle.
Can't relate. That's it.
Can't relate at all. Yeah. This is how long have we done? This is this is the most I've ever spoken.
I think we're done, man. I think we're really done.
There's a good end. I think we ended strong.
Yeah, I think
we started better.
I think we finished. I think we managed to continue.
Earbud swabble.
But it's not always about like finishing with a high. It's just finishing.
Just petering out. Yeah, it's just ending.
Yeah.
Need to end at some time.
That's it. Well, Danny Clives, thanks for coming on the
Thank you for inviting me.
Been great, man.
What a pleasure.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
And that was Danny Clives for episode 35. It's really good to catch up with Danny. As I say, I see him once every couple of years. I haven't laughed that much in ages. I hope you enjoyed that one. Go follow him on Twitter. Go find his page like that. Just go see him live. That's what we need. We need you there. Next week, we've got something a little bit different. We've had a lot of stand-up comics. This guy is a stand-up comic, but a sort of different skill. He's a mimic. And that is for episode 36 with Steve Owen Williams. He's just quit his job and he's pursuing it full time, so I cannot wait to speak to him. He's such a lovely fella as well. That is episode 36 with Steve Owen Williams. Now, if you like this podcast, you can follow us on Twitter. We're there at The Comedy Defect. If you want to follow me, it's at Winter Phonander. Now, I'm doing previews of my show, which is called at the moment, It's Not Just for Christmas. That is going to change. And they will be on my website, which is winterphonander.com. Now, if you like this podcast enough and you feel like donating something, you can donate as little as £1 or £5 and upwards. Hey, look, and those of you that can donate are paying for the people that can't. But look, if you can't donate, just share your favourite episode, tell your friends, retweet the link on Twitter, or just join the Facebook group so you can see when the previews of my show are coming up. Come see me preview and hammer some stuff out. Come talk to me there. I'm also getting back into the Guinness Encyclopedia gauntlet that I've set myself, which I am reading as many pages as I can and sort of trawling through it, trying to find as many jokes as possible. I've been putting them up on Twitter, and the title for that is Encyclopedic Jokes, and the Twitter handle for that epic mission is at Guinness Jokes. The title for that is Encyclopedic Jokes, and the handle for that is at Guinness Jokes. That's all I'm going to say for this week, for this episode of 35. I say next week we've got episode 36 with mimic and comedian Steve Owen Williams. We'll see you next week.